Dude, I think that it came up with this weird screen. It said, like, if you can't remember your password, then we'll reset it. But it was like, I can't remember my password. You're just not letting me type it in, Steve Jobs. And I trusted you. So, yeah, that sucked. So I'll tell you what, just for that inconvenience, I was ready to log off, but now I can't. So yeah, electric guitar shred. Let's see what we got. I'm like running out of picks. Look how worn down this pick is, by the way. Do you see this? Look at that. That's the tip. But this might be good for sweeping, actually. Let me see. Not that I'm plugged in, but you know, like a. You guys know Mouth for War? Yeah, I'd love to plug into an amp, but I don't have one in here right now. I got an acoustic one outside, but there's no distortion on that. So what about like an impromptu like an impromptu Pantera acoustic fest? What do you think? What's the other one? What do we got? Will, yo DJ, Arg La Connexion. It's a little busted. We missed the WoW electric guitar shred. Work now, please reshred. Woo! You can sharpen worn picks on the carpet. Are they French? Please plug into amp. I want to stab that lag. The lag upsets me in my pants. I understand exactly how you feel. Cemetery Gates is where it's at. You know, already did that one, actually. The how did they play it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. That's Sweet. Let's see. Seen shit. Well, you've seen 7.5 minutes worth of shit so far, at least. I'm Broken is good too. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, Floods. Yeah, what is that? It's like major. How often you doing these live streams? Well, this is completely impromptu tonight. Basically just winging it. But I've decided as of a couple hours ago, I'm going to do this every Monday night, probably for like 2 hours. But I think that's a good time. It's the beginning of the work week. Everybody's at home, so seems like a good idea to me. Oh boy. Sure. Got to get you a cleaner stream setup so them skills shine. Yeah, tell me about it. I was looking up MacBooks and iMac Pros earlier today. Here, check this out. I'm just going to show you guys how much this shit costs. You probably already believe me when I tell you it's a lot, but when you see just how much this shit is, it's a little mind-blowing. This is one of those instances where, like, even if I had like $10 billion in a bank account and I was buying this stuff, I'd still feel like I was getting gypped. You know, like, it can't possibly be worth as much as they're charging. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so an iMac Pro, right here, this is a desktop one. I don't know if you can see how much that costs. That's $5,000 for the desktop iMac Pro. That's like as much as a relatively inexpensive car. That is a lot of money. The MacBook I'm streaming this off of right now, when I got it like 5 years ago, it was like $1,500. You know? And that was a lot. Like a long time ago, I got like a gaming laptop for like $2,000. And that thing was so overpowered, it was ridiculous. And that was only $500 more than the MacBook Pro that I'm streaming this off of right now. But it was infinitely better. I had to sell it. It's a long story, but I wish I held on to that thing. It was so overpowered. It had a 120 hertz screen, or it might have been like 240 for 3D stuff. And it had a terabyte drive, and yeah, it could play like anything. It was crazy, but I had to sell it at the time because I needed the money. And then a couple of years after that, I got this, and I sort of regret it. You know, this thing isn't bad. It's good for certain stuff, but for streaming, this kind of sucks. I mean, it works barely. You know what I mean? Like, the other stream I was doing, the audio just cut out after like 3.5 hours. It just stopped working, and nothing would make it better. So I just had to reset the computer. But yeah, these things are expensive. I think I'm just going to get like maybe like a gaming laptop for like $1,000 or $1,500 and just do that for streaming, and then also for like some other stuff. Because I miss playing games like Steam games at a comfortable frame per second rate. This MacBook cannot do that. And of course, Macs also can't play tons of games at all. They're just not built to do it. If you go on Steam, it's like it seems like 9 out of every 10 games you can't play on a Mac. So that sucks too. Seriously, if it wasn't for Logic Pro, I wouldn't have gotten this. You know, and Logic Pro is what I use for my music. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm seeing some comments. What am I using? MacBook. Yes. My CPU was $500, but I didn't pay for it. So, oh yes, that's a lot. The gaming shit is superb. Yeah, that's something else I'd like to do also, because this computer can do one thing at a time. Like if I wanted to stream a game as I was playing it, yeah, no way. Absolutely no chance in hell would that work. Dude, this processor is already walking a tightrope. So streaming, it's just best to build your own custom. Do you really think I need something more powerful than like a gaming laptop if I wanted to do that? Like, let's say I wanted to stream like a Super Nintendo game off of an emulator and then like have myself in the corner, just hypothetically, like self-inserted. Would I be able to do that with like a gaming laptop? I think I'd be able to, but I don't know. You deserve way more views. That way you can get some sweet YouTube revenue. Yeah, I wish, man. Where's your monetization? The donation button, set up some memberships. You know, actually, after the stream like a week ago, I'm a communist. Definitely not. Let's see, what was I saying? Yeah. So after the other stream, because I remember you were talking about setting up some monetization stuff. So I actually I checked it out, and then there's like 3 steps you have to do. So I did the first 2, which were pretty straightforward, and then there's like a 3rd step, and it says for the 3rd step I just have to wait for YouTube to approve me for monetization. So that was like almost a week ago, and they still haven't gotten back to me and said that I'm approved. So, you know, like I bet I could go to it right now and it would just say pending in the corner, because that's all it's been saying. Like every single time I go to check it, and it seems like it's been way too long. I think they're just using the coronavirus as an excuse to delay everything. They can take months. Good Lord, I hope not. That would suck. Daniel is a communist. I'm not a communist, but I do know how to play an emulator won't require much. It's when you get capture cards involved that you start dropping frames. Yeah. I don't know about any of that stuff, you know? I just need a computer, I guess, with like a strong processor and enough memory. Is that really what it boils down to? You know, I think this MacBook that I'm using right now has 4 gigabytes of memory. I think that's it. Which like 5 years ago was like a average amount, I want to say. But I know a lot of computers now have like 16 gigs of RAM, right? It's literally 4 times as much as this. That's so much. Oh my goodness. There's some hose about that. You could advertise the ball groomer for some royalties. Oh yeah. But do I really want that douchebag showing up on any of my videos? It's like, hey guys, the shampoo you use is shit. Now watch this guy play guitar. You know? That would suck. You can actually set up your own donation link without YouTube. I think through Streamlabs OBS. I'll have to look into it, as long as you have PayPal. Yeah, and I do. I do have PayPal, but I only use that for my lessons. And then, like, if you go to my website and you look at the tabs, there's a little button at the top that says you can donate if you want to. But yeah, maybe I should be a little more aggressive about that. Maybe I should like go to all my old videos and put a little donation thing at the top of the descriptions and see if that helps. But yeah, it would be cool to have the monetization thing for the streams then, because you know, because yeah, then I could make even like a buck. You know, that would be nice. And I'm not picky about it anyways, but you know, that would add up. And that would definitely help towards like funding a better computer, a better setup. I mean, like I could get one, and I'm going to, but yeah, but it would definitely help me recover. Advertise Bean Shapiro and the Daily Wire. Yeah, if you're out here doing art, you would be surprised how many would want to tip you. That would be nice. Yeah, that would be so nice. My grammar is trash. That's like, it's pretty good for internet grammar. Advertise on McNugget nipple adventures. Surely people would pay to see that. McNugget Bros. Yes. Yeah. Do I know One More Time by Daft Punk? Yes, I do, Mark. If you slip me a small $500 donation, I might be able to play that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, actually, yeah, that one's good because it's only 2 chords, basically. Just G, A, G, F sharp. Oh my God. I think that, yeah, that's pretty much the whole song. What was that? And then, oh well. Something About Us, Daft Punk. I knew at least a little bit of it until I make a mistake. Then the percussion comes in, which automatically makes everything harder. this part. And so on. Yeah, that was pretty much the whole song. Let's see what we got. $500 donation. Yeah. Why are you laughing at me? I was being serious. Dude, Mark's a billionaire. He's got money to spare. I'm sure of it. He's actually Jeff Bezos in disguise. That'd be funny. Oh shit, dude. I would play that, but it's going to make me start crying because it's got a very special place in my heart. Yeah, what does that even go like? In all seriousness. Something like that. You know, I guess they had the last laugh because they pretty much struck oil with that song. It was all over the place. I'm pretty sure they're still riding off the success of that to this day. Anyways, yeah, it's Streamlabs that you can accept donations. You can add an alert and all that fancy shit too, if you're into that. And I am. I'm so into that. Streamlabs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll keep that in mind. Streamlabs. Am I just streaming directly from YouTube? Yes, actually, I am. Do I have OBS? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Can you please explain what OBS is? You obviously know more about streaming than I do. What's up, Hash Cream Soda? Nice name. What's good? Everything is good. And it went from good to gooder with your presence. So thank you for stopping by. Mark, you're a billionaire? Damn, son. I know. That's what I said. Dude, he's rolling in it. He's got it made. And now he just hangs out on people's streams. Pretty sweet gig. So we got OBS is open broadcasting software. Makes sense. Cool. It's where you can edit the layouts of your streams and such. Get the donation alerts and such. Just look into some videos. Okay. Sounds cool. Sounds good. I'll keep that in mind. I'll look it up. Open broadcasting software. And maybe that's what I need. Once I get a better computer. You know, I'll tell you what, if anybody has like a recommendation for like a good laptop, maybe like a PC gaming one that you could stream off of, then by all means, please help me. Because I don't want to accidentally spend like $2,000 on something that's botched, you know. And I don't really know a lot about that sort of stuff. Yeah, because I haven't gotten a PC Windows computer in like 6 years. It's been a while. I got one in the corner, but I just use it to stream movies, basically. In fact, I had Akira playing in the background, but it's over now. So I'm gonna have to put something else on in a second. See, hopefully one day BJ and I can get our band Benjamin and the B-Rads on a live stream. We also repair washing machines and invent feminine hygiene products. You invent them. Wow, that's pretty cool. Please explain. Can you be more specific? What made me switch from using steel string guitars in the covers to nylon? Basically, just well, a couple reasons, but I was playing I was playing these 5-hour sets at these wineries near where I live, which is what this thing is behind me. So this place was having me out to do these 5-hour sets, and back then I was still playing steel string. And what happens, especially on a steel string, because they're harder, is you play them enough and you get these really gigantic, thick calluses. And they naturally just kind of shred away. So when you're playing like a steel string and you already have calluses, then after a few hours, it can really dig into your fingers. And that's exactly what happened. So like the second time I went to go play one of these 5-hour sets with a steel string acoustic guitar, my fingers started bleeding after like 2.5 hours because it just broke the calluses on my fingers away. And then the steel from the steel guitar just dug into my flesh basically. And it made my fingers start bleeding, and that sucked. So that's one of the main reasons I decided to get a nylon string guitar, because they're much softer on your fingers. You know, that sort of thing is never going to happen with this unless I like push down as hard as possible, just as like some sort of like sick test on myself and my calluses ability, you know. But I wouldn't do that, obviously. But so yeah, to answer your question, that's the main reason I switched to nylon, because it's less brutal on my fingers. But real fast, also the fact that the necks are wider really helps when it comes to like, you know, playing certain chord shapes. You know, those kinds of chords, those weird ones. Because what would happen on a steel string is, since the neck is not as wide, your fingers are more bunched together. They're more likely to accidentally end up hitting strings that you're not trying to hit. So that's something else that made me switch over to the nylon string guitar stuff. Yeah, my price range is not more than $2,000. How about that? And anything more than $2,000, I would probably get pretty, like, a really bad case of buyer's remorse. I Ran by Flock of Seagulls. That's a good one. Shit, gotta go. Catch you some other time. Yes, see you later, Dream Squeeze. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sharing your OBS knowledge and your stream stuff. I appreciate it. Please don't be a stranger. Come back next time. Yeah, I don't know if anybody heard, but I'm going to be doing this Monday from now on. That's the official day. And then I might do it like extra on some other days just for fun. But I think I've decided Monday is going to be like the official stream day. And then I'll keep uploading fingerstyle covers and maybe some other stuff in the meantime, like tutorials or song reviews. Or, I don't know. I just want to keep the channel alive. So, yeah, hopefully whatever I turn out, you guys tune in and you don't think it sucks, you know? So, yeah, I appreciate your viewership. I do. I do. Okay. We have invented a new feminine hygiene product. Can't give out too much info as the patent is pending, but we also come up with clever names for said products. Well, yeah, please don't, reveal your secrets. I mean, I'd appreciate it if you did, but like, I understand why you shouldn't. So. Regardless, it sounds very interesting. Let's see, yeah. I ran away. Which is interesting because Iran is also so far away from where I am. So that song has two meanings. Okay, thanks for the info on the guitar differences. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Crunk, which is an awesome name, by the way. I love to get Crunk, so thank you for stopping by. If you're curious, what I recommend is you just go to a music store somewhere nearby and you play a steel string and a nylon string back to back, and just decide for yourself which one you prefer. You know? Honestly, like pretty much all it boils down to is how it sounds and how it feels. So if you think the steel string sounds better and feels better, then obviously you're gonna pick that one over the nylon. But yeah, if vice versa, then by all means get the steel string. You know, it also depends a lot on specifically, literally, honestly, whatever, the kind of music that you're going to be playing. So that's another thing to keep in mind. You know, if you're just doing strumming, then a steel string is solid. But again, if you're doing more of like the finger picking stuff, then yeah, a nylon string might be more up your alley. But honestly, yeah, you don't want to buy something and then regret it later. So I would just recommend going to a music store and just comparing and contrasting the two. You know, BJ and I were watching the Olympics and got inspired when we saw the female divers. I could see how that's an inspiring thing to behold. Dude, those female divers, bro. Those female divers, man. Don't get me started, bro. Damn. What do we got? Beyonce Crazy in Love. What does that go like? Is that the one where it's like, you got me, did this so crazy right now. Did this so crazy right now. Is that the one? Oh my God. Beyonce. Oh, God. Mark, you should ask me like you should ask me for like a Cannibal Corpse song and then like a Beyonce song, and we'll just go back and forth because I mean they're basically the same, anyways. So, Intergalactic by Beastie Boys. Yeah, let me think. It's like. I'll tell you, that's one I think I could look up, and I probably wouldn't get a channel strike. Video will play after ad, of course. Yes, I know it will. Thank you, YouTube. Yeah, what is that exactly? I'll tell you what, dude. If you want to hear some Beastie Boys, I got one right here. Okay, douchebaggy, I'm counting on you. This is serious. Okay, this is a very emotional Beastie Boys song. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. Here it is. like the vocals, but I could almost do it if I focus all my strength. I love that song. Girls, all I really want is girls, and there's nobody with girls. That's a good one. Sweet. I'm versatile. Dude, indeed you are, man. I think you might be the first person in the history of man to suggest Cannibal Corpse and Beyonce in the same night. So we got Bloody Tears. Yeah. So yeah, Bloody Tears. What is it? It starts like that. I know it's a. That is. Yeah, that's one I haven't played in a long time. I almost forgot everything. I just remember it descends. You want to know something funny? Bloody Tears has the same chord progression as Hit the Road Jack. You know, hit the road, Jack. Don't you go back home. Dip, 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 dip. What is it? Who's my favorite guitarist? Do you play guitar? You're my favorite guitarist now. I honestly, no, I do not have a favorite single guitarist. Though I guess you might say James Hetfield, actually, because if it wasn't for Metallica way long ago, I wouldn't have ever picked up a guitar in the first place. So I'm kind of indebted to that band in that sense, you know. But yeah, I don't know if I have a single favorite one. But if you forced me to choose, I guess it might be him. You know. The Day That Never Comes. Can you play that one? Because I'm not sure if I can. Because I was gonna. If you can play it, you could give me a hint as to where it starts. Isn't it something like that? I'll tell you what. I'll give it a look. See. The day that never comes. Okay, so we got A minor for the verse. Is it? It's not that, is it? Yeah, okay. No. Yeah, there it is. That's it, isn't it? It's like something like. Right? And then it's like. There it is. And then so the chorus is A. I think it's just that. Which to be fair, is a common chord progression with Metallica. You know. Does this sound familiar? what's the other one? They, I think they have more songs. Well, maybe not. But another fun fact: the chorus for "Unforgiven" and "Fade to Black" are exactly the same. It's just A, C, G, and E. A, C, G, E. A, C, G, E. A, C, G, and E. Metallica rock. Yes, they do. And talking about love, I at least know the. Is there a better way to play that? Something like that. Dude, that song makes me want to travel back in time to the '80s and go to like a gym and just start exercising. That one and Jump. Metallica is not lazy at all. No, not in the least. It's funny how like part of Metallica's claim to fame was the fact that they played like really fast and over the top complicated music, you know. And now like as far as that kind of music goes, like if you want to find something really fast and over the top and complicated in the world of metal, it's not hard to find things that just completely trump Metallica. You know, like dude, some of the prog metal bands that exist out there are just ludicrously talented. It's ludicrous. Guys like Dream Theater, of course, is probably the most famous example. The stuff they play is nuts, but even the stuff that like a lot of like ground floor metal bands that I've heard, the stuff that they play is completely insane too. Like my friend's band, it's called Defeated Sanity, and they play the most crazy stuff I think I've ever heard. It's so difficult, and there's so many different time signatures, and it's just crazy. They basically pride themselves on creating songs that are very difficult, very crazy, and over the top. And you know, it's at the point too where I don't think you could make it any more crazy or over the top, because it would literally just sound like static white noise. You know, like Metallica has a lot of melody. A lot of these new metal bands don't. I Disappear. Yeah, I don't know that one. Time I disappear. Wow. something like that. Shway guys, well, it's almost 3 a.m. where I am. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. But if any of the 5 million of you that are currently watching have any questions before I head off, then by all means, this is the time I'm about to go. In fact, yeah, Mark, that was a very appropriate song to play at the end, now that I think of it. I don't even think you were trying to make like a meta fourth wall joke there. But it is time I disappear. Dude, because I'm about to fall asleep. Thanks for the stream, mate. Much appreciated and respected. Yeah, dude, thanks. Right on. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. And I'll tell you guys what, I'm going to do this next time. It will be Monday. And probably the next time after that, it's also going to be Monday. So I think Monday is the day where we shall get back together. And I'm going to try to actually make it at least semi-professional. So I'm going to schedule it like at least a few hours in advance and then see if that helps people show up and join the stream or not. I don't know. Only time will tell. But yeah, I think Monday's going to be pretty good. And I'll try to get a hold of some better equipment before then, obviously, because I can't have the microphone crapping out in the middle of the stream, especially if a bunch of people are watching. That's embarrassing, and it sucks. So definitely going to avoid that. McNugget Bros, right on. Yeah, I might also do it on Friday night, Mark. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'll tell you guys what. Like, I hope you come back, and I hope you're enjoying the streams. And yeah, you know, if you guys have any like suggestions for songs, and you just want to like shoot me an email, just go ahead. You know, and I'm all ears. You know, and I'm always looking for new stuff to do because I'm kind of hard pressed to find new material, new songs to do. So yeah, feel free. You know. And on that note, I bid you all adieu. And remember to take it easy. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Have a good night or good day. See ya.